My name is Mariana. I'm the marketing manager here at ESMT Berlin. And today I'm joined by three very special guests to talk about entrepreneurship in the ESMT programs and about the entrepreneurship hub that we have here on campus. So Baris, if you want to start introducing yourself quickly.
Hi everyone. So my name is Baris. I'm the manager and co-founder of ESMT's Entrepreneurship hotspot in Europe. I was 5 years then started Vali initiative, and at the end Berlin as an institution within ESMT.
Thank you very much. Ju, if you want to start.
Thank you, Mariana. Hi, everyone. My name is Juanjiangmeng, but you can simply call me Ju. That's my nickname. I have a background in genetics and data science, and currently I'm building a biotech startup in synthetic biology.
Thank you very much. Now, last, Peter.
Hi, my name is Peter Domeracki. My background in mechanical engineering. I've graduated from executive MBA program at ESMT. I'm also an entrepreneur, and what we do at Genic is we use AI to optimize the design of industrial components.
Thank you very much. So now I will quickly do a presentation about the ESMT programs. After I do the presentation about the ESMT programs, we will proceed with a quick presentation from Vali Berlin, our entrepreneurship hub. Then we'll talk a little bit about what Peter and Ju are doing, and we will open for questions. So if you have any question, you can already start writing on the Q&A function here on the bottom of the screen. And then after the presentation, we can read your questions and get to the most exciting part of the webinar. So, first, we are going to talk a little bit about ESMT. For those who don't know or have never been to ESMT, here you can see our campus on the right side of the screen. We are located here, if you see on the left side of the screen, we are located in the center of Berlin, in the heart of Europe. So we are very close to the TV tower, which is this pointy thing here on the left side of the screen. We are a school focused on leadership, innovation, and analytics. And we are a business school founded by business. So here you can see our founders and benefactors. Although we are not too focused on rankings because we believe that there are other factors that can influence your choice for the right school, but still we are quite proud to say that we are #1 in Germany and #8 in Europe, according to the Financial Times. And we are triple accredited, so we are one of the 1% of the business schools that have the triple accreditation. And now talking a little bit about our programs. These are the master programs that we currently offer. They are for professionals with little to no work experience. So if you have up to 2 years of work experience, you can apply. This is a full-time master program that has a duration of 2 years and starts every year in September. All of our masters are completely in English, so you don't need to worry about speaking German when coming to ESMT Berlin. And our masters, they have 3 different specializations. So you can choose the Master in Global Management, Master in Innovation and Entrepreneurship. This one specifically works quite close with Vali Berlin, and the Master in Analytics and Artificial Intelligence. So the Master in Global Management is for those who want to build a career in management. So you have the general information that you need about management, about finance, You can also choose to have a finance certificate as part of the program, and you will have a lot of international exposure as well. Some of the highlights of the program are the Social Impact Project, which is a project that you do for social cause, usually take place in other countries, so you have the opportunity to go abroad and work for an NGO in a consulting project. You have the opportunity to do an international exchange in one of our partner schools, and you can also do the portfolio management program, which is a program that you have the opportunity to manage a real portfolio of 1 million euros. Now talking about the Master in Innovation and Entrepreneurship. These are for students who are focused on either being entrepreneurs, starting their own startup, but also for students who are interested in working in the field of innovation and transformation for big corporations. So you will have the Summer Entrepreneurship Program with Vali Berlin. You have Corporate Innovation Project, you have Entrepreneurship Project, and you will have also a dedicated startup support. Last but not least, the Master in Analytics and Artificial Intelligence is for those who want to work in the intersection of data and business. So you will have analytics consulting project, portfolio management program, and finance certificate. And you will also have relevant internship experience to put you really in practice with analytics and data. So for all of these master programs, we are going to open the applications for September in 2024 in November. So stay tuned. You can also head to our website if you want to see the latest news about when the applications are going to open. Now talking about the MBAs, we have 4 different formats of MBAs. There are 4 more experienced professionals. So for the MBAs, we ask for at least 3 years of work experience. In the case of the executive MBA, we ask for a little more, so around 7 to 9 years of work experience and at least 3 in a managerial position. So starting now with the full-time MBA. So the full-time MBA is for professionals who are looking to change industry, role, location, or even the 3 of them at the same time. We've had quite a few students doing this. And for those who want to develop their leadership skills. So this is a 15-month full-time program that starts every year in January, and you have the opportunity to really tailor the program to your needs. So you have specialization tracks. This is a short period of the program that you can choose which courses you want to take and which specialization you want to do. After the specialization track, you have 3 different summer options. So you have the opportunity to do a social impact project. You have the opportunity as well to do internship to gain some professional experience in Germany, or you can also option to do a German class. So for those who plan to stay in Germany in the long run, this is a great opportunity to have an intensive learning of the language. You also have international exchange opportunities during the elective period. So this is a really great opportunity for you to gain some international exposure. Now talking about the part-time MBA. So for those who are interested in learning while they are working, we have an option of MBA that takes place 75% online and 20% in person. You have the opportunity to learn and apply what you have learned immediately at your job. So it's a flexible learning. We have an online learning platform called The Hub, where you have your online lectures, but you will also have 14 weekend residencies in Berlin. So you can network, you can visit the campus, meet the professors in person. This is a program that starts in September and has a duration of 2 years. You will have the core courses, you will have a period of specialization in innovation and transformation, and after this you have the final project. Now, for those of you who are not willing to study full-time or don't have the opportunity to be on campus every once in a while, we offer the Global Online MBA. So the Global Online MBA is a fully online experience that you can continue working anywhere in the world and still study and get an MBA degree from ESMT. You are part of a global network of talented professionals, and you can get a triple accredited MBA degree, being based anywhere in the world. Basically, we have students from the US, students from Africa, students from Australia, Europe, Latin America, and everything in between. So this is a great opportunity to build a truly global network. You will study through recorded lectures, live online sessions, group assignments, case studies, and much more. So we make sure that you have the networking and the interaction with the professors throughout the program. And we have 2 electives that take place in person. So in case you still want to meet your colleagues in person, you have the opportunity to take place in the Berlin Experience Week, for example. This photo here is from one of the Berlin Experience Week that we had here on campus. So this is a 1 week in Berlin. And we also have the Global Experience Week. That is 1 week that takes place in different locations depending on the cohort. So the last one, for example, was in Cape Town in South Africa. So you have the opportunity to go to a new country, learn more about the economy, about the market, and meet your colleagues in person. Now, talking a little bit about the Executive MBA. So these are for more senior professionals who want to develop into executive roles. You study part-time while you're still working, and it has a duration of 18 months. It starts every year in October. It is divided in 10 modules. 6 of these modules take place in our campus in Berlin, and 4 of the modules take place internationally. So you really have this international experience. You go to different countries and take part in different activities. So it's a really intense but rewarding learning experience that you have. Well, now that we cover all the master's and MBA programs, we are going to talk a little bit about Vali Berlin, our entrepreneurship hub. So Baris, the floor is all yours.
Perfect. Thank you so much for the introduction, Mariana. I'll share some slides with so I'll share our presentation on that. So let me just quick saying the to the main reason business, and we're leading business school in Europe. Top academia and all. We have top talent to and market. We at Vali Berlin try 3 together with because of which is all startups and that we have campus, but also in Berlin. Now, in Vali Berlin in 2020, it's main entrepreneurship. Our also responsible entrepreneurship for economic value creation. We only support ideas that make a better place, and we do this by vision and mission. The first mission is that we build impactful and successful tech ventures. So the programs in the tech, research and practice through entrepreneurship. And this is done mainly with our mission and entrepreneur. The EQUIS would also bring the class to the ecosystem. So the vision is that you found a company, but study at the same time in the large ecosystem in Europe. Third, we foster corporate innovation. So this means that we help corporate to basically to bring them to an innovative mode. They will get startup programs from us, but also. And fourth, we shape an entrepreneurial culture. And the ESMT demo day that last week on Friday example of this. So we basically try to the campus atmosphere at ESMT, entrepreneurial, where we have networking and others. So structure of the mission statement is as a funnel. So we first activities where we inspire talent, so entrepreneurship, mass and innovation, and also do as programs, the executive or MGM. Startup tours and fireside chats, which are open to all of the alumni bodies. Ideation, which have in programs, sustainable ideation bootcamp, innovation program, and both are actually a fundamental element of the MIE. Third, we do incubation, and they're actually started, in our opinion, every and practice and starting from the Summer Entrepreneurship Program, incubate business ideas. We work at, we identify talent, them in getting co-founding their ideas at the become a validated business. We have an acceleration and scaling program, which is called Accelerator. We focus only on B2B, that we're most helpful in B2B cases here. And we will start on our second batch of this accelerator. Having said this, if you are very interested in innovation, I can just tell the perfect place, because you can get network, you can get academia and research, but all value and division to the ecosystem in Europe, but also at the same time found, as I think, a very ESMT. Contact us on LinkedIn or Instagram, or also email us. Yeah, having said this, for inviting us, and handing over to you back again.
Thank you very much. Really interesting presentation. Now I would like to call everyone again to do a quick session of Q&A, but also Peter, if you want to present a little bit about yourself and your company. Yeah.
Sure. So should we wait for some questions? Are there any questions, or should I start immediately?
You can start, and then we do the whole Q&A session afterwards.
Okay, wonderful. Can you see my screen?
Yes. And in the meantime, if everyone who's watching wants to already write a question, you can already write the question, and then we will get to it right after the presentation.
Wonderful. So once again, my name is Peter. What we do at Genic is AI optimization for industrial applications. So every part that is around you, including the building you sit in, the chair you sit in, your iPhone, everything is designed digitally. And how is it designed? It's actually the designers have a set of digital tools. They point out what are they, the place we want to apply the digital operation. It is applied exactly there. It's basically upgraded version of how wood is carved when you basically would chisel, apply force by hammer, and therefore you remove a material locally. And this process is great. It put us as a human species on the moon. But the problem that we see is that if you ask human designer to design a lattice structure, this is what they come up with. These are basically nodes that are connected with the beams. So a structure that are repeated, and then maybe are conforming to certain shape, but they are very far away from this. So a lattice structures that are designed by Mother Nature, the most optimal design for a specific application that you can imagine, because the evolution of that of those parts took millions of years to perfect itself. And there is a need from the industry to actually use similar processes that are not currently available, like this beautiful slide from Boston Dynamics, when they show that actually to produce their robots, what they do, they took a bulk parts, they removed probably 90% of the material to create this robo leg, to rely on external hoses that are failing often, instead of just creating the part that's presented on a slide. So just like probably Mother Nature would do. So with integrated vein-like passes for liquids, with perfect connections, and with a lightweight design with those lattices integrated, just like our bones and our bodies. So the thing with the design process is that usually if you put 10 designers in a room and 10 engineers, they have at least 11 ideas of how stuff should be done. One would say, let's open the guidebook, let's follow all the rules that are there, where the other said, let's run 100 different types of simulation and follow specific parameters. So for every engineer, it's easy to specify what should be the objectives regarding performance, manufacturability, etc. But then each of them actually sits and try to perfect the outcome by themselves. And what we do, we actually want to use this natural language used by engineers to plug all those objectives into an AI-based optimization engine to basically let the algorithm morph its shape of the industrial component into its most efficient variation, like here showed on an animation. So the first application we look on is actually plastic part production. Here you see how bottle cups are produced. And the thing is that those plastic parts are basically molten plastic is injected into metal molds, and for 70% of time, it just sits there waiting to cool down. So the more efficient cooling we can design, the more efficient is the production. So here, this is what we do. This is a visualization of our system working basically on a very simple channel, then growing it into the most efficient way. And these are the results. So this is a case study from automotive industry, where we have to cool down the molten plastic from 250 degrees Celsius to 90 degrees as fast as possible. So with conventional cooling, it takes conventional manufactured, it takes 50 seconds, the cycle time. We chose best designer to actually optimize the cooling and use 3D printing to manufacture top high-end tool. And the cycle time he achieved was actually 25% with a very high pressure. And we reduced that with our algorithms to 20%. So that's 60% cost reduction for this plastic part. And this is the problem you can see. The designer just designed straight lines connected to 90 degrees angles, while our algorithm created this beautiful organic structure. So basically, currently we decided to bootstrap. We will soon, we are working on our off-the-shelf product. Our unique value proposition is that we want to release to the market no-code generative design environment, so that is easy to use for engineers. And our unique IP is the multi-physics optimization engine that is very unique. Yeah, I graduated from ESMT, from executive MBA program, and I think the best thing about this program was that it's ensured me that there is actually a structure to every problem that I address in my current business. So it doesn't matter, I'm a technical person, but the topics that were very problematic to me, like finance or marketing, right now I know that there are frameworks that I could use, and the program gave me an amazing foundation to actually launch my own business. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was a great presentation. And yeah, now that we are talking about ESMT and entrepreneurship, I would like to know from all of you, actually, because all of you are alumni. So how's your story with ESMT and entrepreneurship? Was it something that you were already interested in before joining the program that you joined, or was something that you became interested in after joining the program? And how was this journey throughout the program to develop your startup ideas? How did you use the tools that you got here at ESMT to develop your idea and your business?
I can start. So I had a company in the past, but we were two technical founders, and we very much struggled with the pitch decks with marketing. And ESMT gave me, as I mentioned, a lot of knowledge that I was missing. So actually, it was during my during the program, I decided I want to do something else in my life. And that's why I decided to found. And as a final project at ESMT, I actually created a business plan for Genic. And that was a great opportunity because basically I got a lot of consulting from professors for free to master my plan.
Thank you. Nuju, how was your journey doing the Global Online MBA and starting your own company?
Yeah, so 2 years ago, I actually had a full-time job. So I was only looking for possibilities to study MBA online. And I was so surprised that I found the Global Online MBA program at ESMT because it actually fits me perfectly because of the modular design and also the time flexibility. And during my 1.5 year study, I have learned so much from my professors, from marketing, sales to finance, from decision-making to leadership. And I was so eager to put what I learned into practice. So that was also one major motivation why I joined the Vali program and started my entrepreneurship journey.
Can you tell us a little bit about how was the entrepreneurship program at Vali? What activities did you do? If anyone can join, so anyone from the programs, how was the selection?
Yes, so when I came to Vali, I had really nothing but some enthusiasm. And I think Vali really captured my enthusiasm and then designed a very nice program for us from ideation to product market fit, and also provides a very wide network, including mentors, coaches, and entrepreneurs from whom we can easily talk to and learn from. And I think the best thing about Vali Summer Entrepreneurship Program is anyone can apply as long as you have enthusiasm or ideas. So I would simply encourage everyone to take the chance, get in touch with Vali and share your opinions. And the selection process is also very straightforward. You send your application online, and then you will receive interview notification, hopefully, and then, yeah, just enjoy your interview process.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we just got a question. Hello, everyone. I was really looking forward to applying to the Master in Innovation and Entrepreneurship. However, I would just have about 3 years of work experience while applying. Would that be a deal breaker for this program? So I think I can take this one. Yes, we do ask for a maximum of 2 years of work experience to join the programs. But I guess, as you can see from Peter and Jules' examples, you can still go into the entrepreneurship journey during the MBA. So for the full-time MBA, for example, there is one specialization track in innovation and entrepreneurship. So you will have some courses. For the Global Online MBA, we have some electives that you can take part of. And for all the programs, if you want to be more involved with entrepreneurship activities on campus or even online, as Jules did with the Global Online MBA, you can still do it. So even if you are more experienced, you can still apply for the MBA to get this entrepreneurship experience in your curriculum. So, and also a follow-up question for that, then we have the opposite question that a person who doesn't have work experience that cannot, if they can apply for the full-time MBA, unfortunately not. So you have then the opportunity to do the Master in Innovation and Entrepreneurship, or the Master in Global Management is also an option for your case. So Yeah, thank you very much. If you want to send more questions to Baris, Peter, and Ju, feel free to type in the Q&A. And yeah, now following up, talking about your entrepreneurship journey, were there any challenges that you faced while creating your business and from ideation to funding? So what are the challenges that you have faced so far?
I think we faced many challenges, but if I summarize, I would say the biggest challenge for us is about uncertainties, and no one's really there to tell us which step is the right step to take. But we have been practicing on this, so whenever we face a new uncertainty, we try to discuss it openly within the team, with stakeholders, and try to think about as many scenarios as possible, from the best to the worst. And then I think by practicing this, we are managing to set very realistic expectations and objectives and map our way out step by step.
Thank you. And how about you, Peter?
Yes, definitely. I think entrepreneurship is basically a synonym for struggle, because it's very often feels that everything is against you. And also getting back to the last question, to your previous question about Vali, it's actually my story was that I was nomading, just working. Since I do IT, since I could work from anywhere in the world, I was just traveling. And last year, exactly a year ago, I came to Berlin, and I just loved. I stopped by Baris. I met with Baris, and he showed me Vali. And because of the people I met and the support I received, I decided to stay in Berlin. But yeah, it's basically looking from the ideation. At the very beginning, the validation of your basic assumptions, then getting first customers, looking for funding. These are all struggles that are very hard to address by yourself. It's basically done by many people before, and the great value of Vali is that you are in a group of experts and like-minded people that you share struggles with. And that was a tremendous support. That is a tremendous support on my journey.
Thank you very much. And Baris, now turning the question to you. What tools do you believe that are helpful for the students when they are in touch with Vali? Is there anything that you would like to highlight that students have access, or even alumni have access at Vali, that can be helpful in their journey?
I think if Vali, the community of like who will push, and the important thing is that you will have access to quality mentors and industry experts help you pass. And last one, you will have access. So we have access to investors, founders, but also spaces for perks like Notion. The combination of community mentors and industry experts and resources makes Vali a community and hub that accelerates of your idea. But not only this, I think even if you're not interested in the fund, to become either or, we still have a large network and a community to help you to potential employees, getting to know corporate. So I would say we're a hub, and we're all out there that will make the world a better place.
Thank you. And I think it's nice to take this opportunity, since we just had the demo day last week, to talk about one of the opportunities that the students and alumni have. So can you talk a little bit about the demo day, what it is, how can students and alumni take part in it?
Sorry, I have to unmute myself. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the demo day is the startup event where we have top-notch speakers from and we bring them together with our startups. So there are two distinct parts. The first part is where we have keynotes, panel discussions, chats, and the second part is a pitch competition. And this year we had speakers such as, Christian Rebernick, who was the CTO of N20, and where we Komme, who was the founding father of ESMT. Then we had 10 very tech venues, and this year we had the theme. So for us, it was all the startups that are pitching have an impact either socially or environmentally. And the winning company is actually tracking soil carbon measures to offset carbon emissions. I would say it's a very important day for us because it's our flagship event. We had over 230 participants. That was a record for us. Actually, had to stand behind because the room was so full. You want share some pictures? I don't know if that's something to see, but I can show it if you want.
Yeah, if you have them at hand. Otherwise, also we are on LinkedIn. So Vali Berlin, if you want to go there and give it a like. It's also possible to see the pictures, but it was really an exciting event here on campus. Yeah, and now question to everyone here. So about connections that you do at Vali. So do you have any example or any story that connections that you did at Vali were somewhat helpful for your business, or some interesting anecdote to tell about your involvement with Vali Berlin and how it helped your business?
So I don't think I have a very specific one. Currently, I am hiring and also looking for potential co-founders. So if you're interested, reach out to me. But I really enjoy that. Also, it's very diverse team of people. Like this, we are all in the startup environment, but our startups operate in a completely different fields. So there is this very generic mutual support where we share information about governmental grants, potential contacts, investors that could be interested in this space, or just freelancers like experts in marketing. So I would say we all learned that during COVID lockdown that you cannot fully replace the interactions with the real connections face to face to those digital ones. And here in Schöneberg in Berlin, we have a beautiful workspace that I'm currently at, where just for me, the most valuable stuff actually came where I wasn't expecting it, just at the chit chat during the coffee breaks.
I share similar opinions with Peter, and I think if I tell about the detailed stories, I would probably need half a day to tell. But I just felt like everyone at Vali is so unique, but somehow they are also very simple or pure because they enjoy doing what they do. And also, like Peter said, I think I got a lot of inspiration from the coffee chats. Every time when I talk to Peter, Baris, Juanita, or Joachim, I really get very new perspectives. And so I think what I would encourage everyone is, again, just to, get in touch with Vali and then start a conversation, and you will find how amazing these minds at Vali are.
Thank you very much. And I think one myth that we still have about business schools is that it's too focused on the corporate world. So how was your experience during your MBA? If you had any subjects or courses that were helpful for you and that you use for your startup idea, or was any professor that was particularly important for your journey?
Good question, but I don't think it was tremendous. So during executive MBA program, what I really enjoyed is that we all were employed in the same time as we were in a school. So despite the case studies and the theory we discussed in class, it was often that someone just raised their hand and said, we at Siemens face similar challenge currently, and this was very interesting to also discuss actually the life cases. And of course, startups have to be a little bit more agile, I believe, in order to find their product market fit. But in general, the theory, the market rules are the same. So in terms of strategizing or marketing or finance or basically every aspect of the business, you could use the same theory and apply it to your case, because also it's very unique between the industries. But I found it very applicable for what I currently do.
So Peter mentioned agile. I want to follow up on this and give a shout out to Professor Matthew Bosner. Despite I like all my professors, but I think Matthew really made me understand why agility is so important for a person or for an organization, because it can really help you to avoid the disasters on your way and then lead your organization forward. I think that's one of the most important lessons I have learned during my MBA.
Great, thank you very much. We just got a question to Peter, actually. So Tugman, he's an international student, and he's interested in your startup while studying the full-time MBA. I mean, although full-time MBA is a big commitment, that's what I hear from most of our students. That is a full-time commitment. The full-time name is not by chance. It's really a lot of commitment. But I think it's while you're studying at ESMT, especially if you take like the innovation and entrepreneurship specialization track, that is still possible to be part of Vali Berlin and still get in touch with the startups at Vali, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Peter, but if you want to add something to it.
Yes, I'm looking forward. Just please reach out to me. I will maybe drop my LinkedIn profile in the link to my LinkedIn profile in the comments. And let's see. There is also, if correct me, I took part of an executive MBA, but yeah, if you're willing to do something after hours and work together, I would be very happy. And also there are you have to do an internship as a part of your full-time MBA, right? So
yes, exactly, during the summer, yeah, for 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will
awesome.
leave my comment, my link down below.
Yeah,
we need more questions from the audience.
Yeah, so let's see if we have more questions from the audience. But in the meantime, I think one thing that Peter mentioned that is very interesting. So you were in other locations before as a nomad, and I think we skipped one thing that is a highlight of ESMT, that is the location. So could you share your experience, I think all of you, about why Berlin is so special for entrepreneurship and why this location is such an advantage, I would say, for entrepreneurs?
I mean, Baris, this time he didn't share those slides, but after I think after London, ESMT is not ESMT, but Berlin is the biggest startup hub in Europe. And you could really feel that of there are so many people doing having their startups, and yeah, like you cannot reinvent, you shouldn't reinvent the wheel by yourself. Yeah, and this is and Berlin is also very special. In Berlin, basically after work, you are almost pushed by your colleagues every day to just have a go-to Spati, so and grab a drink and then sit just on the grass and enjoy the sun. And this is where also you meet tremendous amount of people. So yeah, Berlin, I actually, my previous startup was in was based in London, but since Brexit, I decided, and the situation, I decided that Berlin actually this is where my next company should be based. And I don't speak German, and yeah, I have to rely on lawyers and accountants. But yeah, but still, I handle to have my business here, and I would recommend that to other entrepreneurs. And yeah, maybe one more thing.
Yes,
sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, one more thing is that, you know, working remotely is great, but it's the same of like, I maybe have like one big project, and by big project I mean like either a new customer or a conference or a funding possibility, like a governmental, like I got to know about something I could do with my company. And Berlin is almost every day, because of the people I meet on a daily basis.
Yeah, and if I may just add why Berlin is such an amazing place. I think Berlin is a special mix of people. So you have here people who are very creative, but also very encouraging. I really appreciate the startup ecosystem here, because everyone wants to help each other out. And you are in a city with one of the most inspiring entrepreneurs, investors. Also with our history, we have a very great club scene, and also great parks. So the city has also a lot of things to offer. But obviously we're just at the beginning, so we're not there yet to compare us with Silicon Valley, but we're almost getting there. I think give us 5 or 10 years, and then we're, I think, already comparable. So that's why I would say Berlin is an amazing place to be in. As an entrepreneur, you have access to all of the European venture capital firms, and more American and Asian VC firms are also represented here in the city. You have access to amazing talent. We have one of the best university network here in Berlin. So you have an inflow of 30, 40, 50,000 students per year, which can be hired as interns, working students, which can help you in the very beginning actually to take off. Yeah, and being part of ESMT as a startup founder has also a big advantage, because then you have access to top talent in the business area. So that's why I think being at ESMT and being in the city makes it very.
Yeah, I believe that even for both for people who want to become entrepreneurs and for people who want to work in innovation and corporations, ESMT and Vali can offer great connections and really a good network in the city. Yeah, now that we are approaching the last 10 minutes of the session, if you have any question, now is the time to drop your question here in the Q&A section of Zoom. If not, then I would like to end with a question for all of you. So do you have any advice for people who are planning to become entrepreneurs who are interested in creating their own startup, that maybe have the idea but don't know how yet, or just have, as Ju greatly said, just have the enthusiasm. So do you have any advice for them?
So my advice would be, no rush and take your time, but always remember to give yourself some opportunities to test your idea in reality, and just go out and start talking to people and then see how far you can go. And I think that nowadays there are multiple ways that you can do it. For example, you can join Vali SCP program, or you can simply go to a hackathon and then build a prototype over a weekend. So you don't need to be all in if you do not want to.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. It's actually, there's the saying that you are already halfway after you just take the first step, basically. So just try, and you need to immerse yourself and just put your baby in that test, talk to the final user, and try to generate the revenue as soon as possible, just to validate it as soon as possible. And don't hesitate to reach out for support also to others. People are very friendly and are willing to help and share their knowledge. And being in a big hub definitely helps a lot, because you just multiply your chances for success.
I think the most important decision is who you work with. I don't mean, for example, Vali or other friends and family that help you out, or other co-founders, other founders. I mean your co-founders. I think this is the most crucial decision that you will take, because the person that you will co-found a company with, you will end up working, if it works out, 10, 15, 20 years. So it's like a marriage. So please choose wisely who you work with, and try to test it first, half a year, maybe 3 months. You can start with a small project and then see how it goes. And ideally, this person from a previous work relationship, because if you found a company with a friend, sometimes it ends in a drama. So try to found a company with someone that you really trust, and also you can go through tough times, because there will be for sure tough times, and that's why it's so wisely who you co-found.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Do you have any last words to share before we wrap up the session? Yeah, so.
But I can just thank everyone for being here and for being interested in entrepreneurship and innovation at ESMT. You can check out Vali Berlin on LinkedIn, personal LinkedIn profiles from myself, Ju, and Peter. If you have any questions, reach out. I'm always there if you need any advice, or if you're unsure about something. But I'm sure Peter and Ju as well. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Baris.
I would add that ESMT is very open towards potential candidates that have interesting profiles. So I reach out to ESMT office, and I was put in touch with alumni directly. If you have a chance to visit Berlin, also it's very impressive, the headquarters of ESMT. So I would recommend you to do that.
Well, thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you today. I've learned a lot. And if you join the session, I will write afterwards a follow-up email with the recording of the session, if you want to rewatch it or share with your friends. Also, I will share Vali Berlin's LinkedIn. Also, LinkedIn profiles from all the panelists. So if you're interested in applying for one of the ESMT programs, if you want to reach out to ask for advice, to talk a little bit more about Vali and startups and entrepreneurship, you will get all the relevant links in the emails afterwards. So thank you very much and have a great evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.